maybe.
Are we on?
Hopefully.
What are you saying?
Nothing popping up for me yet.
Are we there? Hello?
I got nothing on me. Interesting. Don't know if we're live or not. It doesn't tell me.
No viewers, so.
Maybe not. Don't know.
How about I just go straight to YouTube?
Yeah, just do it on YouTube for now. We'll work out Streamlabs. I don't know how to do it on the mobiles.
Oh, fuck this. What channel? Maybe try it on here. Where's my go live button? Can't even find it. Where is it, Tom?
Under the
Oh, what's
upload.
that?
Under upload.
My live stream. Okay. See if we can get it. According to that, we're live. Is there anyone there?
Don't know.
Sorry guys, technical glitch. It is our first time. Let's see what's happening.
Let's work this out. Is it on here? Yep, it's on here for me. We got a viewer.
Alright.
Let's turn that down.
I think we're up. Okay. Bear with us. Good to go?
Yep, good to go.
Welcome.
Ready?
Welcome to our first episode and a few errors as we try and get
the
set
kinks. Get it going. Work out the kinks.
Sorry about that, but hopefully you can all hear us and everything's going okay. We'll try and see what we can spot with the way of comments. Leave us a comment if you're on there. Looks like we've only got one viewer at the moment.
We got two. That
Two?
could be me though. That could be me. The second one.
They're all coming at once. Look, hopefully we get a few more to come along and check it out. But of course, we will post it up once we're done as well, and we'll have a bit of a video afterwards for people to come back and watch.
Yeah.
But we're here. We want to talk about a bit of news about the car scene and talk about what car events are on as well, so everyone can get a bit of an update on what's happening, what's on.
Yep.
So, look, we might just sort of take our time a little bit at the moment while we just try and wait for some others to join us. We'll give everyone a little bit of time, and then we'll get into some of the news stories. But by all means, please leave us a comment.
Yeah, do that.
Shoot us through a message on Facebook or leave us a comment on the live stream. Let us know what you want to hear about, I think is important as well. So Tyler's trying to check out the comments and stuff at the moment and keep an eye on that. If his phone's working.
It's a little bit frozen right now. Trying to get this to work so I can let everyone know that it's time.
We'll do a quick post, let everyone know, check it all out, and then see what's happening. As I said, bear with us. We'll get underway.
Should be able to get a link actually. That way people can come straight to this one.
We'll send out a link on Facebook for people to join. Please share it out as well. There we go. With the wonders of technology and 40-odd-year-old me not knowing anything about it, what to do with this stuff. Luckily, I got Tyler here.
All right, there we go. We got a post on Facebook.
Done. All right. Live stream's up. We're running. So let's jump on in. What do you reckon? You want to talk about our first story? So hopefully you can see it all and it comes through clear. Hopefully you can hear us as well. Let us know what the sound's like, because We can't tell from this end. Tyler banging his phone on the table probably doesn't help with the microphone there, but let us know what it's like, and we'll see how we go. And let us know if you see any comments. We're all up and running?
Yep, all good to go.
All right, let's jump into our first slide. Look, I think one thing I wanted to talk about there was a little news story I saw in the past week about Brisbane and red light cameras. So I hear on the news that all red light cameras in Brisbane are changing to safety cameras, which are speed cameras.
Yeah, so they double up as a speed camera and red light camera to pick on those people who like to speed up a little bit to get through the amber lights.
Or people are just going too bloody quick.
Yeah, that too as well, But they're there for safety. Number one thing, that's the priority on the roads. There is a lot of deaths on the roads, and it's just generally people. Every kilometre is a killer.
Unfortunately, there has been a lot of deaths on the road this year, so that is something that I certainly can't argue. But we just got to take it easy. But that means no drag racing off from the lights, I guess.
Yeah,
got to watch that.
Yeah, you might need to slow down a little bit, Dave.
Yeah, I don't have that problem. I had a very slow stock standard 308. Remember, that wasn't going too quick on gas.
Yeah, I think the Mirage kept up with it pretty well, didn't it? So.
It may have. Yeah, look. But what about revenue raising? There's the argument that it's about safety, and what about the argument on the other side of revenue raising?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you reckon?
I personally think that there is an underlying problem to this, and every K over is a killer, but I also think every K under is a killer too. People aren't going the speed limit, and that's the biggest problem, especially on the motorways. Is where this is a big thing, and people they don't use those on ramps the way they're supposed to be used, which is to get up to speed.
I definitely use the on ramp. Especially if I'm in the ute. I like to fang it on the on-ramp. I get up to speed very quickly.
Yeah.
But you are right. There's nothing worse than heading out onto the M1, about to hit the 110 zone, and you're stuck behind someone doing 70.
Yeah.
And you've got trucks barreling down that left-hand lane, and you're going to try and pull out because there's some fool in front of you going too slow.
Yeah.
Damn well frustrating. So what do you think? What's your thoughts? Is it revenue raising, or is it about safety? Love to hear your opinions. Don't be afraid to comment.
Let us know.
Next one I wanted to talk about was little Cresta here. Now this thing was Benny's 9-second Cresta. Now Benny's Custom Works is another YouTube channel that's worth checking out if you don't know it. Benny, the Mechanical Stig, I think.
Mighty Car Mods Mechanical Stig. Yep. If you've ever watched Mighty Car Mods, it's Mechanical Stig, but he started his own business venture, which is Benny Custom Works. So he sells all kind of automotive parts over there on his website, and he also has a YouTube channel where he does general build stuff and a little bit of vlogging, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah,
it's got a few different bits and pieces. I quite like the channel. It's something different, and there's a few different builds and different cars, stuff you wouldn't normally see. Yeah. And from my understanding, his background goes right back to, like, he did his apprenticeship in like a mechanic in some sort of taxi mob, pulling engines out and replacing engines all the time.
Yeah.
He knows everything about pulling an engine in and out. So he's quite handy with the fabrication and stuff as well. But the Cresta, so the 9-second Cresta is now, the news is it's now the 8-second Cresta. So last week they had it on the strip down there at Sydney Dragway, and it might have been the week before now, but in the last couple of weeks they've had it on the street and it's strip, and it's done 8.3 seconds down the quarter.
So it's not even just scraping into the eights. It's well into the eights.
Well down into the eights, that's for sure. So this thing is quick. This is a Barra powered monster turbo. It was running 9 seconds with a different Barra engine. This is a new engine, but it was running 9 seconds with a different Barra in it, and that was a stock Barra, to my understanding, like a stock bottom end.
I think they just did top end work with the heads and and stuff. I'm not sure what else they did on it. There is the build over on Mighty Car Mod's channel that they did for Transformers originally.
So yeah, how did the car come about?
So Transformers, or I think it's Universal does Transformers. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But they approached Mighty Car Mods, and well, maybe Mighty Car Mods approached them. It's something they reached a mutual agreement to promote Transformers, which was coming out at the time, and they built this Cresta, which was a bit of a sleeper, was what they were going for. So
a transformer,
yeah.
Sleeper, transformer, different thing. Well, I think they did a trip of Japan as well, and this car come from. It wasn't a local Cresta, I don't think. I think they
imported it from Japan. Yeah.
Yeah, so they were over there, picked up a car. I think it was about getting a cheap car while they were over there as well.
Yeah.
To run around, and I thought, let's bring it back and use this car, and that's where it started. So Mighty Car Mods did the original changes to it, and with some help of the mechanical stick.
Yeah,
Benny?
and also Turbo Yoda or Al from the Skid Factory.
Correct. Yeah. So someone we do know, Al from the Skid Factory, and seen his work, and I'm a massive fan of his work. And he does some great stuff. So it was an interesting car. I've been watching it for a while, and it was just interesting to see it get into the 8s.
Yeah.
Now, 8.3, going quick. Now it's going to actually be put into a container now and head over to the States to do the Drag Week Challenge.
Yeah.
So
that'll be a big week.
It will be. They've done it before. They have done the Drag Week Challenge before. Check that out. There's another series on YouTube on MCM TV.
Yeah.
You can have a look, and there's about 9 episodes, something like that, on there of the Cresta in Drag Week last year, and behind the scenes. It's really good, actually. It was some really good stuff there.
Yeah.
Al was there from Skid Factory, and Woody from Skid Factory as well. Those guys with Benny and a couple of others, and they did. Woody did a lot of the filming, and really took it on, and just some great stuff there. It's a really, really good series, that one. So I quite like that, and certainly been following the Cresta ever since.
Yeah.
So, and it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I think they'll probably make the 7s. Definitely, at least high 7s at a minimum. I don't think you'll want to stop at the 8s, that's for sure.
It will be interesting because Drag Week is a number of different tracks, and they go across all those different tracks, and there's varying altitudes as well. So I think that makes a big difference. And then it's all about getting it between the tracks, because they drive it from one track to the other, and they've got to have all the spares and everything with them. And if you blow an engine in this thing over there, you're pretty well stuck, because there isn't a barra over there. They get over there at Drag Week and everyone's like, wow, what is this? It might be in all the taxis and everything over here, but it's not so popular over there. They've not really seen a barra engine. So I think they need to take an engine. Last year they took a spare one with them.
I think they did, and they trailered it behind the Cresta. So
maybe it's still there. So
probably, it could be. So they're probably taking over another one now. So maybe 2 this year.
So, and they'll meet up, and Drag Week's really interesting, and we have some of our own versions here. They did do Drag Weekend just recently in it as well, and it did some massive wheel stands down the strip at Willowbank, but that was before the motor swap into the new Barra, so that was still a 9-second car at that point. But yeah, very interesting, so check that one out, Benny's Custom Works. Another story.
05.
05 on the Gold Coast. Now, there is a bit of hype happening around 05.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know a lot about 05. I know from what I see on Facebook and Insta, and they've been going, sort of trying to get a bit of a following, and I've noticed that, they were releasing bits and pieces, and they went through and said, once we get to 100 subscribers, we'll send out a bit of information. We've got some teasers. And so far, they've... I know that it's up near Harbour Town, or going to be up near Harbour Town, on the Gold Coast, so Brisbane Road.
Yeah. It's Labrador, Big Rewarders, somewhere that area, I think it is.
Correct, up that way. Now, they're going to have a dyno tuning there, because it's going to be a performance shop. It's a Holden HDT, Holden Dealer Team distributor, and performance shop, and they're going to have a dyno in there doing their performance work, obviously. Spray booth,
That'll be interesting.
Yep. And this LED light tunnels, this thing here. Now that's all about their detailing. So they'll be doing detailing there. It's like a refinishing bay, and just it's state of the art to make sure that they get the perfect finish every time. Now, I've been doing a little bit of digging, and I do see there is one about to open in Newcastle, and there's a grand opening on that, and it's all on Facebook as well. You can search that. And I think there's one already open or just opened at Rutherford as well. I think it's Rutherford. I didn't write that note down, but I think it's at Rutherford. So check that out. And the video there as well looks pretty cool of some of the stuff that they've got going on there already. So, and some very nice cars. Looked like there was a couple of old Holdens in the footage there as well. You know,
you're always the suckler for those, Dave. Anything with any of those in there, you're straight there.
Definitely. So, yeah, look, I think this is one to watch, and it's not too far from us. Like, we're local from the Gold Coast, so so it is interesting for us to see what's happening with this. And the one in Newcastle, they're having a big show and shine and open day. Yeah. I would assume we're going to see something similar.
Yeah, I'd say so. So. I think if they do, you'll definitely catch us down there.
You will catch us there for sure. We'll muscle our way in if we have to. I'll send Tyler in to be the muscle. But yeah, no, we'll get in there for sure and have a look and see what's going on. So it'll be exciting. But check it out on Facebook and Insta, because we want to talk about it today so that there is some more followers, because as they get more followers, they are putting more and more into it.
Yeah. They're giving us more information, so get on there, give them a like, so that we as well can see what's coming.
Exactly. Yeah, we want to see it, so jump on, check it out. What else we got here to talk about today?
So this is pretty insane. I read this story today. It's I think it was a couple of days ago, but I saw it on my newsfeed today on Facebook. It's built by JCB over in Britain, who commonly build military equipment and farming equipment, big machinery essentially is what they build. So they have built this 1,000 horsepower tractor.
Because you just need a 1,000 horsepower tractor.
It's just because why not?
Fair enough.
Why wouldn't you?
So who built it? It was JCB?
JCB. So they're over in Britain. They built this so that they can tackle the world's fastest tractor record. And they've smashed it. The previous record was 87 miles per hour, which is about roughly 140 kilometres an hour.
Yeah.
Which is already pretty insane for a tractor.
It is. That's pretty quick and a big piece of machinery like that. And then what's it doing now? So
it's just passed, and it's done 103.6 miles an hour, or 166 kilometres per hour.
So it's over the ton.
Yeah,
over the ton. And look at the thing; it looks pretty big. So I would imagine there's a bit of weight in that. That's
yeah, definitely. Could you imagine if you were just tilling your fields and old mate rocks past you, going to his house, and he's rocking past in the new JCB 1,000 horsepower?
It's so you can get home for beer o'clock. It's like I've been out in the paddock all day, hard end first. I'm going. Get out
into overdrive.
Get home. What do you reckon? Any comments? Nothing. You're a talkative bunch.
Maybe we don't have any comments. I'm not sure.
Well, we can't see them. That sucks. Hopefully,
let me put a comment and we'll see.
We'll put something up.
Engagement.
But don't be afraid to put a comment up. Ask a question. Say something. Let us know how we're going. We'd love to see at least something on the screen. And we've got to drive that engagement. You never know. There may be giveaways and stuff in later. Maybe not tonight, but maybe in later episodes. And we want to try and make this a bit of a weekly thing that we do. We do bring you some news and of what's happening around in the car scene each week, and a little bit of what's on as well. So we're going to talk about what events are coming up in the week ahead as well, where we might be, where you'll find us, what we're interested in checking out. Even talk about where we've been for the last week. So they're the sorts of things. But if you want to hear from something else, then please, drop a comment in there. Let us know.
We're open to questions at any time.
Yeah.
So don't be worried that, there's not a question time at the end. Well, there might be. I don't know. We don't know yet. We're still working out the format. But feel free to drop a question at any time and we'll answer it. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So it doesn't even have to be about cars. It can be about what cameras we use, how do we film the shows, how do we get there, that sort of thing. So I know that a lot of people have been asking and commenting on the fact that we might be at the Sunshine Coast for one show on Saturday, and then we're at the Gold Coast on Sunday. So we're travelling around a fair bit, and people are going, "How the hell are you getting around so much?
Yeah.
You guys are crazy."
Well, we just do it. That's pretty much it. So, and it's just that we have a passion for those things. Exactly, photography, cameras, not so much the photography, the videography.
Yeah.
We have a passion for that technology side of it, as well as the cars, and
it's just bringing those two together.
That's it. So we do that, and we try to bring the good side of the scene as well. So we do go to the shows and talk about the good side of the car scene. We're not there to film the Yob doing a burnout as he leaves the local car show.
Yeah.
As much as that'll probably get more views because people love to see burnouts and someone lose it at Cars and Coffee or something like that.
Yeah.
I think you get great views if someone takes out an innocent bystander on your video. But it's not what we're about. You can catch that on a Current Affair. We're not here to put that side of the car scene up. We want to show the enthusiasts and the things that are a little bit different. I think we brought some fairly different cars across our recent episodes where we've started to do the interviews. We went out there originally. We just filmed cars, and that was it, wasn't it? There was no interaction. And a few people said, we'd really love to hear some stories about the cars.
Yeah.
So we come out of our shell a little bit in that sense because, well, here we are now jumping on camera to talk to you guys live, but it was a little bit daunting at the start to even just to jump on the camera and try and do some sort of vlog or interview, and then to go up to random people and ask, hey, can you tell us about your car on camera?
Yeah.
And some people are happy to do it and love people to know about their cars. Others not so much.
Yeah.
But that's what we're about. Just getting out there and trying to get that story and know the background. One thing I like to ask that I have missed on the last couple is like the old first car. What was your first car? What got you into the scene? I think we saw some interesting stories around some of those, and we talked to Mint RA to mention his Gemini got him into it, changing wheels and all that sort of stuff. So that was quite interesting to see that. If anyone want to tell us what was it that got you into the car scene? Well, what was your first car that got you into that passion started? Then drop us a comment, let us know. We'd love to know. But back to the news. We got I don't know if that one was meant to be in there.
You gave that one to me, Dave.
Did I?
Did you want me to put it in the final cut? I didn't know. You may have accidentally sent it through.
It might be a teaser. Looks like an orange HJ. Doesn't look like it used to.
No, not quite. It's yours, is it?
Mine, Sally's. Yes, that might. If Sally's watching, I'm sure she'll comment now and let everyone know it's hers. But there's a bit of a change on the foot on that one. So
let us know if you're a keen eye and you can tell what motor that is.
Can you see? Can you see what's going on there? But drop a comment in about that one. What's in the HJ? But what I must say is it's not a standard 308 anymore. It's a lot different. So it's not on gas, LPG anymore.
Yeah, that'll be pretty exciting.
It will be. I'm sure it will have a nice smell coming from that car soon. And I might actually, one of the reasons I did put in there, I do want to do a bit of a shout out, and that was to Tough Mounts. Jason at Tough Mounts. Now, I dealt with those guys a few weeks ago. I bought the parts, sent them to the guys that are working on it at the moment. But I gave them a call there at Tough Mounts, and I didn't speak to Jason directly. I spoke to one of the other guys there because Jason had just done Maguire's Motor Expo. He was just getting back from there. And they were just wonderful to deal with. They were wanting to talk to me about my car, just the history of it. They were just interested in my car. And it wasn't just about the sale. And I was really, really taken back just by the way that transaction went down and the service that I got. And I dealt with the guy there, and he was great. I can't remember his name, but he was really great on the phone. And we had a good chat about the car, told him all about it, what was happening, and he was genuinely excited and talked about some of the stuff that they'd done there.
Yeah.
Organised what parts I needed, right down to everything. I thought it'd be, hey, this is what I need, jump off the phone. But no, it was a long transaction in the sense that we just had a good chat.
Yeah.
Then a couple of days later, after Jason and the crew were all back in the office from the Maguire's Motorex, then I get a phone call to say, look, the price has actually gone down. We charge you a bit too much. We want to give you back some money. so I thought that was even better. So
it's not normally something you get.
No.
Normally they'd just be like, oh, I don't really want to call him back now.
Or
we'll just keep that little bit extra.
Or he didn't complain, so
yeah,
he's paid it. But no, they did. They rang up, said, "What's your details? Let's get some money back to you," and popped some money back in my account. So that was a really great experience. I've had some poor experiences since with some other parts suppliers, and we won't go into that. I'm not going to name and shame. Not at this point anyway. But I'm not going to name and shame on there. But yeah, I had a bit of a disappointment recently around the build as well that put a setback.
Yeah.
And but then I've dealt with someone else today again that was terrific, and I may just give them a shout out, but I've got to wait for the parts to arrive and make sure that they follow through with what they said they could deliver. But they were good to deal with as well on the phone, these guys. So we'll wait and see what happens there.
That's good.
Back to the news.
Yeah, let's get to it. So Lloyds on the Gold Coast, Lloyds Options, they are having a European exotic car auction. So one awesome car is this car right behind us. It's a 1991 Lamborghini Countach.
Excellent. The Lambos. Yeah. How good would it be to have a Lambo? Daily driver?
Maybe not. Maybe not this one. Definitely not this one. Maybe one of the newer ones you could possibly...
Well, that's just as dear, isn't it?
Yeah, probably just as dear, but this is irreplaceable.
Now, we talked about the Countach earlier, and I said, I prefer something old school, but it is, isn't it? It is old school these days. It's a 91, so it's a 91 model, so it's getting there. But they still look so sleek. Not quite the Aussie muscle that I'm used to and that I get into, but it's a cool car nonetheless. And I think they got 3 Lambos on there. This is auction June 30, Sunday?
30, yeah, on the Sunday, yeah.
Sunday coming. So if you're out there and you're thinking about buying a Lamborghini...
and you're in the market for a Countach, check them out. I think it's already up to $240-something thousand, so...
I think all the Lambos were well over 200 at the moment. And that's...
Yeah, I think there's a Diablo on there as well, and I didn't see the third one yet, but I haven't gone past the first page at the moment. Maybe. Check his facts.
there was some Ferraris as well. I saw 3 Ferraris on there. I did see 3 Ferraris. It was a Testarossa, which we did capture one at a show recently.
Yeah, Mount Cotton, I think it was.
Mount Gravatt.
Mount Gravatt. Pretty close.
Not too far away.
Mount something.
Mount Gravatt, the Rotary Club, and that's the...
Rotary Club of Sunnybank Hills, I think they were. So.
And that's like the charity Rotary group, not the
Rotary
engine.
Not a brat.
No, not a brat. But there was a Testarossa there. It was quite neat. He was a good chat to have a conversation to him about that car as well.
Yeah, I definitely learnt a lot about those. I didn't know anything about them before. So, fun little fact, going off on a tangent here, but fun little fact about the Ferrari Testarossa, from what he told us, it's 2 V6 engines stuck together.
Yeah.
2 separate engines. Everything is separate. And they just got a connecting point.
Was it 2 V6 or 2 flat 6?
I think it was V6, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe who knows? Someone let us know. But it was 2 6-cylinder engines.
Stuck together with 2 separate computers. 2
inline 6s, sorry.
Yeah.
Flat 6s, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right?
So, with 2 separate computers. Yeah.
It'll be a bit crazy, 2 V6s.
Maybe there's another build. Want to sponsor us for that build? We'll do that too. So there was, back to the auction, there's 3 Ferraris down there as well. They're around 90 grand, so under 100,000 at the moment. Don't know what they'll go for. I'm not sure what they're worth. The other one was a 386, and I can't remember what the third one was.
Yeah. I think also, possibly not in the European car auctions, but Lloyds do other car auctions as well. They got a car that I think you might like, Dave. Got a 1972 LJ GTR XU1 Tirana.
Oh, definitely. Original XU1 as well, is it? Don't know.
I'm not 100% sure.
Worth a few bucks now.
Have to check it out. Yeah, I think it was already up to $70,000. So.
Wow, that's huge. So it'll be interesting to see what that goes for. But I'd like one of those, but that's not going to happen. Not
Something
any day
we
soon.
could afford though, Dave. There is on there.
There was actually the Go-Go Mobile. Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one. It's a little more in our price range, I think.
There's a Go-Go Mobile, convertible Go-Go Mobile for $1,900.
Yeah.
Yep. No motor, but
that opens it up for so many options.
A Barra?
Yeah, could go a Barra. RB26 would be my choice personally, but I'm a bit of a suckler for those Japanese cars. So.
Yeah. Well, it's nearly a Holden engine, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. If you chuck the 30 block under it.
Look, that would be very cool. So if anyone wants to sponsor that build, then we'll get underway. Please just grab us a Go-Go Mobile and
drop us a line. Let us know.
Yeah, just say, hey, put this on your channel. We're going to give you some dollars to do it. We'll probably royally stuff it up, but we'll have a go. Big turbo Barra, hey? No, you want to go the RB26? In a Go-Go Mobile? It would definitely be the only Go-Go Mobile with something like that in it.
Yeah, I think we'd go the Barra though. We're on a budget.
Yeah, it'd be a lot cheaper.
RB26 would be very expensive, so.
Yeah, we just go pick up a cheap one down the Wreckers and go for it. Yeah, interesting. All right, we'll keep moving on. Munchies. Was going to just mention munchies.
There's been a lot of news surrounding munchies lately. It looked like it was going to be closing down at one point. Body Corporate, I think possibly IGA put in a complaint or something. I'm not 100% sure on the full semantics of everything that was going down. But I think that they put in a bit of a complaint and then that went through to Body Corporate and Body Corporate wanted to put an end to it. But it's not actually an organised meet, is it?
No, it's not. And look, for those that aren't Queensland based, Munchies is a big Friday night meet in Brisbane, Acacia Ridge, Elizabeth Street in Acacia Ridge at the IGA and little shopping centre that's in there. And it's been going on for a number of years. I don't even know how long for, but it's been going on for a long time.
Close to a decade, if not longer.
Yeah, it's been around a long time. And it's not an organised meet, you're right. So there's no car club that runs Munchies. It is just everyone turning up on a Friday night. And there's a lot of food places in there that obviously do okay from the Friday night trade. And they would really suffer and probably close. I would imagine some of them close down because you've got Macca's down the road. And
15 years. Scott just let us know it's 15 years
Thank
it's
you.
been going for.
Hey, there's a comment. Thank you. 15 years. So, so back on there's Macca's down the road. You've got GYG. So, there's all these other food places around. People are going to go there if there's no reason to be at Munchies. So, it would be detrimental to those if that event stopped, I think. But there was talk of doing the gold coin donation.
Yeah, I think they mentioned something about gold coin donation and sectioning off some car parks. I think that fell through though. So, but as far as I'm aware, the meet is still going ahead. I think, in reality, I think they couldn't close it down anyways. People are going to turn up, and they're customers of the centre. Really, they are getting a bite to eat. So most of them are anyways. So,
yeah, I think it'll be very difficult. But the last I did hear. And it might be in this story because that's the picture there is from a Courier Mail. There is a Courier Mail story on it. And from what I heard there, that they were talking now about having some timed parking areas. So 15-minute car parks.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be able to pull up and sit for the whole event through those car parks. The problem is that they say if it was all out the back car park, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Mind you, the last few meets have been massive there and everything's full.
Yeah.
But that back car park, the lighting's terrible.
Yeah, it is a problem, especially for us.
We want to go and film these shows, and Munchies is definitely one we'd like to bring. But we can only bring certain cars because the light really is a bit poor. But the other reason we haven't been up to Munchies is because we work on Fridays, and it's just it's hard for us to get from the Gold Coast to there on time. And all the parks are gone before 5 o'clock at the moment because it's so busy. But if they do section off those car parks and make them time car parks, they're all the ones at the front around, not just the IGA, but I'm hearing around the front of the centre.
Yeah, I think so.
They're the ones with the great lighting.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to talk to the car owners and start cycling them through the car park so we can film their cars.
Yes, yeah, we've got to be able to get out of work and get there on time, but that's not going to happen anytime soon, unfortunately. Yeah. So, but we'll keep on bringing the stories and let you know what's going on with it.
Yeah,
go from there. So what's on? Let's have a little looky here and tell you a bit about what's on this week. So
I will start it off actually quickly. I'm actually going away this weekend, so you won't see me in this week's video. It'll just be Dave.
Just be me. I've just got to get someone at least to hold the camera while I'm talking to people. Work that out.
I'll be away this weekend, but I will be back on your screens next weekend.
Yeah, holidays already. We've only just started. We'll be back on next Thursday at least for the next
next
one of
week.
these.
I'll be back next week.
Yeah. So, but last week we went to the Queensland Cruising event.
Yeah, that was at Jersey Mike's. That was a really good event. That was a really good turnout there. A lot of nice cars, especially the cars that I really like, Japanese cars. So
I had to drag you away from those Evos, didn't I? When we had an interview with some hot rods, and you were busy filming Evos.
Yeah,
you love them. I know. One of your favourites. It's definitely what you'd like to own, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely an Evo. So.
Look, so we did go to that one. Yeah, we brought some footage. I think it turned out okay. I was quite happy with that.
I was really happy with that. That was an edit by Dave over here.
I did edit that one, yes. He's usually the better editor.
He's throwing in some effects now. I think I'm going to have to step up my game to try and keep up with him. Otherwise, he's going to leave me behind.
We need some better transitions. But that was a good one. We didn't get to much else last week, though. It was a little bit limited. I worked as well on the Saturday, and I went straight from a job straight to that meet. And didn't even have a jumper. It was freezing. It got very cold towards the end. I was glad to go. We didn't go on the cruise afterwards because I didn't have any of our my cars or ute or anything there. So we didn't want to go in the Prado.
Yeah, the Mirage pretty well gets left behind. So
and we were pretty beat, but at least we got something out there. We keep bringing you a show every week. But Friday night this week we've got a couple of things. It's not a massive weekend, but there's some big shows on, but not a great number of shows. But I did see one that's running all weekend is the Chrome and Clutter Retro event at Laidley Showgrounds. That goes for 3 days, starts on the Friday. They have a drive-in theatre on the Friday night. From there, Saturday, they've got bands and markets, and they've got a classic car show and shine on the Saturday. And then on Sunday, they've got more of the markets and bands and music, and then an open show and shine. So that one's a 3-day event, as I was saying, at Laidley Showground. So if you're in for a bit of a cruise and want to head Toowoomba direction, or you want to come down from Toowoomba or
if you're already in that area.
Or if you're already in... There was a lot of good cars around Laidley. So I always see some nice Tiranas getting around as I drive through there. So SLRs, and there's a few around. They do a meet at Schultz's Meat Tavern. I haven't seen that one yet, but I know there is one, which is like Plainlands there. So
maybe we'll have to get out and check that one out one day.
I think that's a monthly meet as well. So that's Friday. And then what else starts on Friday?
On the Friday, we've also got the Kenda 660 Radial Series. So that'll be a pretty big one. A little sneak peek, but they've probably already posted this. The world's fastest 86 on drag radials, I believe, is going to be there. Yeah,
it will be, definitely.
So
they were waiting for this event because this is round 2.
Yeah.
Friday night is like is testing.
Yeah.
Or Friday afternoon. Friday night will be all the testing, and then they'll jump into qualifying racing on Saturday.
Yeah.
So at this point, all going well, I'm going to try and get out there on Saturday for that one.
Yeah, that'll be definitely a big one to check out.
Yeah, so, I love going to Willowbank. I do. It's
and that 86, I believe, they can't run in a lot of series over here in Australia, so they take it over to the States to do a lot of their stuff, I believe.
Yeah, I
think
think
it is. They do jamboree and stuff. I don't, or whether maybe it's not. They can't. Maybe they can't do a lot of stuff in Queensland, or whether they do a lot of stuff in the States. I can't remember.
Well, it's very quick car. Well, it's in the 5 seconds, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think that qualifies maybe top sportsman or something like that. But then that's like a dial your own racing, and I'm not 100% sure.
I think it's a dial your time in, and that's not a car you really can dial in because either it runs real quick or it doesn't.
Yeah, it's one that's hard to get to a specific time just because of getting the boost up and getting those turbos winding and getting it in there and getting it consistent's not something, but they can make it quick. And they just want to go for a quick time. That's what they aim for. So, I'll probably pop out to that one on Saturday and hopefully bring you some footage of that. Friday as well, munchies.
Yeah, just as we talked about.
Munchies, Acacia Ridge, Elizabeth Street.
Check that one out if you're in that area. It's a big one, always a big one. So,
get there early.
And there's some really good food out there. That's also another thing. So
get there early because I heard that they had like 5 to 5 and there was like 2 car parks left. So yeah, if you work until 5, you're gonna struggle, but you can drive through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you might get lucky.
I did hear a few people complaining they overheated just trying in the lineup to get in there. So if you do have any overheating issues, you may not want to take your car down. You might want to just go for a look.
Yeah.
Saturday we've got another big one on. You know about this one?
I think you've been telling me all about this one all week, and you've been on me about going on holidays for this weekend.
Because it's the Hot Rod and Street Machine Spectacular. That's a big one. That's at the showgrounds in Brisbane, and that runs across Saturday and Sunday. So. That should be a massive meet. I've not been out to that one before.
Neither have I.
There's a lot of cars in the pavilion, that type thing. So a bit of that sort of like the Maguire's Melbourne Expo.
Yeah, all the indoor sort of big warehouse style show.
Yeah, with all those top qualifiers. So we'll see some quality down there. So I am going to try and push down to that one as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I'm at Willowbank on Saturday, I won't get there Saturday, but Sunday. But there's a couple of other things on Sunday as well. But I'll probably go and check that out on Sunday and have a walk through and see what's happening down there. Another one is one that is in New South Wales.
Yeah.
Just for not everyone here is from Queensland. So for someone in New South Wales, there is the Harry's Cafe de Wheels meet, which is a monthly meet out at Liverpool. I have been to Harry's Cafe de Wheels, but not for one of their meets. So I've been down there and had a hot dog. But I hear again that's very similar to like Munchies. That gets packed.
Yeah.
It's a very popular event, that one. So every month down there. So check that one out if you're in the Liverpool area. And
Cars and Coffee, Fixer Room.
Yeah.
It's Murray. That's on Saturday as well.
Yep.
So I think that's in the morning, is it?
Well, it would be Cars and Coffee generally in the morning. Yeah. So that one should be one to check out. Murray, Fixer Rim, have a look. I think we know a couple of people that might be heading down there.
Yeah,
and
some nice cars. Some you may have seen on the videos before. So.
Definitely. So have a look at that one if you want to check out Cars and Coffee. That's on Saturday. Sunday, we have a couple more events on, and don't forget that there's events that roll across the weekend. That Laidley Chrome Retro show. And
the Hot Rod and Street Machine Spectacular. That's another one. So
they'll still be on Sunday as well. But Morning Mayhem. So that's a Queensland event. Morning Mayhem. We haven't seen a Morning Mayhem event for a little while. That's run by High Octane.
Yeah.
Check their page out. Great guys at High Octane.
Yeah. Really good.
And they run some events.
He's always up for a good chat when he's out there. So
yeah, top bloke. And I'm going to pop out to that one too. So
you're planning a busy weekend.
Yeah. Well, you're not holding me back. So early start for that one. I'm not taking car out because I want to film.
Yeah.
I do have a passenger ticket. So if you're going to be at Morning Mayhem and you've got a spare seat, I want to do some seat hopping and jump in a few cars and get a bit of footage. So that would be great if you see me there to say, hey, do you want to come along and jump in for a lap? Then please let me jump in for a lap. You probably, you might be able to scare the heck out of me. I don't know. See how you go. But I'll get some great footage and definitely make sure we get your car on there. And if you see me at any events or Tyler at any of the events, please say g'day and come up. And we've had quite a few people now starting to come up and say g'day and that they've seen us, people that we don't know. So we really like that. And the more that people come and do that, the more we're likely to have a look at your car and get you on the video as well. So
so please come up, let us know, have a chat. We love feedback and that sort of thing. So if we're doing good, come up and let us know we're doing good. If we're not, come up and let us know what you don't like, and maybe we can fix it. So we don't know, we can't fix it.
Maybe you don't like European auctions. I don't know. 1,000 horsepower tractors. Last one on Sunday, New South Wales again, out at Castle Hill RSL, Rattle and Hum. I spotted that one in Street Machine. Not too sure. I don't know much about it, but it's just another one there for the New South Wales crew. If you're in that area, check that one out. Look it up and see what you can find. All right, that's really what I know what's on. If you have any other events that you want us to mention that's coming up, we're going to do this every week and we're going to be saying what's on that weekend. So make sure you shoot your events through to us and let us know if you'd like us to try and attend. We'll do our best to get there. Or just let us know that you want us to give it a shout out on the show, and we'll do that as well. And it's any show. It doesn't have to be Queensland based. We mentioned some in New South Wales. We'd love to hear what's happening in Melbourne and Perth and all around the country. Yeah. Any of the small locations around, maybe there's something going on down in Ballarat or whatever. Let us know. We'll give it a plug for you. Just shoot us a message. Easiest way, just through the Facebook page.
Yeah, definitely. So that's not a problem, Ryan. High Octane. Thanks for stopping by.
Great that you're there. Thank you. There you go. Told you he's a great guy. So he's following us. Thanks, mate. And I'll be there catching up with you on Sunday. Appreciate it.
We've got another comment. Ben McRae. Nice shirt there, Dave. Just send it.
Another. Yeah, well done. Just send it. I am rocking a bit of bun routes. So talking shirts. Great segue. Thanks for that, Ben. Here's ours that are coming. So I'll expect to see you rocking one of these as you're running around taking some photos out there. But we got some shirts. We got some merch coming. We're going to order these in a couple of weeks. So we're chucking an order in on these on the 5th. We want to get some shirts so that when we're getting around the shows, people know where we're from. And we're throwing the offer out there. So if some other people want to get some shirts, then let us know. And you can jump on the order and grab some as well.
Yeah, if you want to support the show, send us a message on Facebook. Let us know your size. We've got long sleeves, the short sleeve shirts that you see here, and we've also got hoodies.
Correct. So, just shoot us a message on there with what you're after and your sizing, and we'll give you some details to pop your money in. It needs to be paid before we put the order in on the 5th, and then we'll get those in. We've got some other bits and pieces in the plans around some merch as well. We're not making a lot of money out of the shirts. We're hoping to at least cover the cost of getting our own shirts is what we're so if a few people want to get a shirt, it will just help us out to be able to pay for our own shirts. We do a lot of travel and it's out of our pocket for bringing you the videos to the shows. So just love to see you in a shirt out there. And then we'll possibly have some merch in the future that'll be maybe even some giveaway merch, and we're just waiting on some orders on that at the moment, and then we'll bring you a little bit more info. A couple other shout outs I did say that I would do a shout out. I think it's Brett at Tough Streeters. So I said I'd give you a mention. Tough Streeters Towing. He's got a Facebook page and stuff on there as well. There's Tough Streeters Car Sales at Tough Streeters page. Jump on and have a look. And if you're needing a tow around Brisbane, he's the man to talk to if you need your truck on a tow truck. Hopefully you're not broken down, but maybe you're getting some work done and you need to get it towed across somewhere. Then
really cheap. I checked out the prices. I think $70 or something starts out. Or
there you go.
Nice and cheap.
That's what you want. Did I have someone else? Oh, of course. And Aaron over at Queensland Cruising. I wanted to give Queensland Cruising a shout out as well. Always very very helpful and accommodating. As I said, we're at that meet the other night, and I said, "Hey, can you help us out? I want to interview some people," and he gave us a hand to find some people to interview. And
straight away we were bang, 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 3 people.
yeah,
we were like going, oh, who are we going to interview? What are we going to do? And then it was just...
And it was good to catch up with Aaron and have a chat about what Queensland cruising is about as well. And it's very much what we're talking about. It's just, trying to promote that good side of the car scene, not have the hoons and people being stupid at the events. But
it's a shame that a current affair and all those news outlets really just portray us in such a bad way when it's really only the 1%ers that do that.
Correct. So. And most of us are really focused on looking after our cars and taking them out there and showing them off so other people can have a look and question and ask and talk about it. And
it's all about the community, really. That's all
it is. All our friends that we've met through the car scene, and we've got some great friends. And I go out to the car shows now and take a bit of time as I run around and doing some filming, and I don't often get to catch up with them as much as I'd like to. And I was only saying last week that there was, and I did catch up with a few people at State of Origin, but I need to catch up with everyone. But I was missing that, I think, a little bit. But it was good to see some guys there, and I know that they're always here supporting as well and liking and watching our videos. What else you got? That's probably.
I think that's about it.
We've got a bit of a wrap, so I think that's it.
Yeah. So if you've got anything you want to ask us, if you've got any feedback on the show, leave us a comment below now, and we'll read it out. If you want to say anything, or if you want us to plug something right now,
let us know. If
drop a comment.
Definitely. So, and that's something that can happen in any of our upcoming episodes. So we'll bring this every week, and we'll go live, and it is live. There's no we stuff up, and you just get to laugh at us. But a bit like how we started and didn't even know if it was streaming. But let us know if there is anything that you want us to plug. Like I said, any shows, any events, if there's anything else that you do want. If there's a product out there, send it in. I don't know. If we want some other shirts worn on the show, then send them in. But let us know, and we're happy to give you a shout out. And that's it. Look, we'll see you next week. And we'll see you with some shows from the weekend. But for our live feed, we'll see you again next week.
Yep. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
Now we've got to work out how to stop it. Might have to watch the comments while I try and work out how to stop it.
As Tyler finishes off that, then for sure, if there is any other comments. Thanks for the guys that did leave a comment. We appreciate that.
I've lost that.
Great work. Use that big power button. You'll be right.
There we go. All right.
See you guys.